Today, let's take a look at the two Harbor Freight welding tables. The one over my shoulder is the portable table. I've had it for 3 years now, probably, and I've just bought the titanium fixture table. And I'm going to gift the portable table to a friend, as I've never used it that way. This is the Harbor Freight portable welding table. It collapses, folds flat, also adjusts angles. It's good for when you're not using it to put it away. This table has not left this spot since I bought it about 3 years ago. So I just purchased the titanium modular table. It's also a fitment table. Comes with some accessories, clamps, etc. To make it mobile, I am going to put it on casters. The casters I bought should be the same thread pitch as the feet that the table comes with. So I'm going to get this put together. Unlike a lot of stuff that you buy from Harbor Freight, this table is heavy, but it's also packaged very well. Okay, got it mostly unpacked. You can see the corner pieces, the tooling that it comes with. Looks like a 13 millimeter wrench and socket is all that's going to be required. This thing is wrapped and sealed up in plastic and wax paper. It has a light oil coating on it that I'll wipe off with some brake clean when I get it assembled. Packaged very well, and the oiling does the trick, right? Because this bare metal has no rust on it. So let me get it back together, and I'll come back. Of note, I did pull out the legs, and I did order the right thread pitch on the casters. This here is just a bottom shelf. It's already assembled. It just slides in. Let me get it together and I will come back. So far so good. One thing I decided to do that I may pay for here in just a minute is the feet, since this can be converted into a tabletop or a portable welding stand, I decided, instead of storing them somewhere and losing them, I would install them like you see there. The problem with that is that it does deflect out the legs 1/8 of an inch on each side. I believe, since these legs are fairly thin, that once I get this thing upright, I will still be able to put that shelf frame in. We'll know here in just a minute. According to my metal gauge, this is slightly smaller than 3/16. You can see there's a little wiggle there. So it's close to 3/16. As far as being flat, the table is flat. I've taken this level diagonal more than flat enough for the hobbyist. We're not building rockets, I don't think. Good deal. Real quick, this is the old table versus the new table. I did measure the height of these. The new table is right at 37 inches versus the old table that comes in at about 32 and a half. So let me put that out of the way. This is, I'll leave a picture of this in the video as well so that you can pause it, but just to hover over this a minute so that you can see what comes with the table and what they're called. So this is a fixture table. So it comes with some very cool fixtures and some clamps. These here are obviously for welding round tubing. Very nice. These clamps, there's 4 of them, as you can see. They bolt onto the bottom. You just have to bolt them finger tight so you can move them around. And then you just tighten up on this. It rocks back on the shaft, and that's what gives you the clamping force. What else it comes with, it calls these stops, right? I got this one here kind of set up. These have little magnets on the bottom, so you can put them in just like that, right? And then you can add a little plate. The magnet isn't very strong, so be careful with that. But anyway, with 2 hands it works fine. And that's what I did here. Interesting. Came with 4 of these. First I thought these were to raise up these chocks, and I guess it could be used that way. These are threaded as well for use with these if you really need to tighten them down. Not sure why you would need to. But basically, these hold the stops in place. So if you got some tubing that you're tubing or plate that you need to weld, kind of neat. Here's some of the other stuff that I had on the old cart that I moved over. This is a very neat little contraption. This is a welding ground that is magnetic. I use that for sheet metal on cars. You can just pop that onto a fender and ground right to it. The rest of this stuff's pretty self-explanatory. Torch holder. So I am going to put a shelf down here on the bottom to put grinders, and most of the stuff that's on top is probably not going to necessarily stay on top. It may. All of this will be my work area. So all of these stops, they're going to go in a box and be stored below, I'm pretty sure. The clamps and the other fixtures that I use more often, I'll leave on the top. I got this wrench here because I'm giving this stand to a friend to remind me to go to Harbor Freight and get some more of these magnetic bars to put on both ends. I'll probably put 2 on each side screwed in. I didn't have any issue at all getting that bottom shelf in after I had put those feet in. It was a good 1/2 inch off, but it's pretty thin metal, so I was able to pull that in. So this fold-up table I'm going to donate to a friend just because I don't need them both. And if I ever do need to use a portable table, It's just a matter of taking this bolt out and this bolt out on each leg, and then I have a portable table. If you're thinking about getting one of these, I use the Labor Day 20% off coupon. I don't have the receipt in front of me, but it's normally $189 before tax. This was $163 and a couple pennies after sales tax. So that was the out the door price. So hope this helps. If you're looking for a good portable table, I recommend this one. Put it on casters to make it portable, of course, and then you can lock them down. I'll leave the casters, both tables, and anything else that I think that I've talked about in this video that may be of interest. I'll leave all that stuff in the video description. Have a good day. New titanium welding table, all put together. Couple little aluminum TIG welding practice beads. For now, the plywood on the bottom will work just fine. It's a good table.